CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go, Carroll Links, and by Carroll Indoor Sports Center.
Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to the CM Sportsnet Game of the Week, and in this case, it's Match of the Week. It's history here for CM Sportsnet. We've got Manchester Valley taking on South Carroll in a Carroll County Wrestling Dual Meet Showdown. I'm Pat Stoetzer, sitting alongside Carroll County Public Schools Supervisor of Athletics Michael Duffy. Expecting a good match here tonight, Mr. Duffy.
Absolutely. We got really our top two teams in the county between South Carroll and Manchester Valley. Every year it seems to be just a great match. Really looking forward to this dual meet.
As am I. We got some more pregame coverage for you coming up, but first a quick break here from our sponsors. Don't go away. The game/match of the week. We'll be right back from Winfield.
Hungry? Genova's To Go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's To Go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's To Go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's To Go. Genova's To Go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's To Go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Carroll Indoor Sports Center, celebrating its 30th season. 66,000 square feet of fields and courts. Rain or shine, multiple soccer and lacrosse leagues. Artificial turf fields and courts to rent. Party rooms and snack bar available. Summer camp for the kids. Safe indoor environment for athletes of all ages. Carroll Indoor Sports Center, your sport, anytime.
Welcome back, CM Sportsnet Game of the Week. It's Match of the Week. Pat Stoetzer and Michael Duffy here with you as we get ready for Man Valley and South Carroll in a Carroll County Athletic League Wrestling Showdown. The captains are meeting on the middle of the mat. We'll talk about both teams here for just a moment while you see the captains in the middle of the mat with Man Valley and South Carroll. Man Valley comes into this match 36-2 in their duels. The Mavericks are 2-0 in county play. Their only losses came at the Westminster Duels event back during the holiday break. Coach Dave Dodson has 9 wrestlers in his lineup with 24 or more wins this season. Meanwhile, South Carroll is 13-1 overall, 4-0 in the county. The Cavaliers' loss came at the prestigious Virginia Duels tournament 2 weeks ago. They're the reigning county champs, the 3-time reigning state duels champs, and Coach Brian Hamper has 8 wrestlers with 20 or more wins so far this season. We are starting at 106 pounds. It's going to be Jake Simeone of South Carroll and Caden Reed of Man Valley. So here we go, Mr. Duffy. The first of what we expect are going to be some really good bouts here between South Carroll and Man Valley.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to get. Looking forward to seeing what we get out of this.
Jake Simeone, 20-7 overall for South Carroll, just a freshman in the 106 pounds. And Man Valley's wrestler Caden Reed having a great start to the season as well. 32-6 with 21 pins. He's 2-0 in county play. Simeone,
nice little arm drag.
County.
Nice little arm drag shrug.
17 pins for Simeone.
Simeone fought it off real well. Both guys are kind of feeling each other out early in the match, which you're going to see a lot of when you've got really good wrestlers.
Yeah, it's important for the first couple matches to sort of set the tone right for the entire duel, see what each side wants to do here early on.
Absolutely, but also early in each individual bout, they want to try it. You know, no one wants to be Okay, Reed with a nice
single leg there, right?
shot. Yep. And Simeon's fighting it off really well. Got a good cross-face, lifting on the ankle. Wants to try and break the grip and then work his way behind. Reed wants to try and work up, but he's a little bit stretched out.
Simeon on top.
Simeon's got he's got a cradle locked up, but he doesn't necessarily have control of the he doesn't have control of the hips yet, which is why there's no points scored.
No score yet
No.
between these two wrestlers.
Simeon's got a great sprawl he's working in, as well as pushing back on the ankle. Reed's got a solid lock. Simeon has locked the ankle, but official doesn't feel he's controlled the hips yet, which is why you're not going to see any score yet. And we may be nearing a stalemate.
Yeah, he just got that hand in there to
Looks
sort
like
of.
he might be looking for it.
And there it is. Good
it's
call,
stalemate.
Mr. Duffy.
Honestly, I think it may have gone a little bit longer because there was a good bit of time where there was no change in
Control there.
yeah,
right?
no change of control, no change in opportunity for either wrestler.
Still no score between Caden Reed and Jake Simeon, our first bout.
As we near the end of the first period.
Yes. At 106 pounds. We had girls and JV matches at 5 o'clock, and then they broke the mats down, moved them into one, and usually we have warm-ups and stuff before the matches start, but both teams were off to the side warming up. They were ready to go.
Right, South Carroll, Simeon has
a
a choice, and he immediately takes down. They're looking to score the early points. They don't want to take chances that this goes to an ultimate tie break and don't have the first points.
The rule of thumb here is it's easier to get out from on the bottom position than it is from the top. You like your chances more that way, I should say. And there it is.
Up. He official called an escape, but I think he was right. He did not fully gain. He did not fully get free.
No points yet.
Reed's still got that ankle hooked in. As long as he keeps that ankle and calls it potentially dangerous, it's a good call.
So no points.
Yeah, it's a good call to not give him the escape. Caleb doesn't work up. Eventually, in a similar situation, he may wind up with a stalling call, which I don't know if you saw, but Coach Hamper was looking for that call. I don't think it was there just yet, but I can appreciate it from a coaching standpoint why he wants it.
The chess match has already begun, is what you're saying?
Simeon's got a nice stand-up, but Reed takes him right back down.
So they restart in the same position because no advantage was gained. So Simeon on the bottom, Reed on top.
And looks like he's trying to work. All right. Reed's riding well, and official wants both guys to work to improvement, which is kind of his nice way of saying neither one of you are doing much. Move it. All right. Okay. Simeon had a nice turn, but Reed still had arms on the legs, which meant he didn't fully get the escape.
So out of bounds, still no score between these two lightweights at 106. Caden Reed of Man Valley, Jake Simeon of South Carroll.
Almost a minute into the second period.
Yep. I was going to say, good crowd in the gym here tonight, Mr. Duffy in Winfield.
It is. It's always nice to see. All right, he's working on pulling the arm across, working ball and chain, moving the leg through the other arm through the crotch. He's trying to work from there. He wants to flatten out. Caleb wants to flatten out Jake and control the wrist as well as the hips. And Simeon's got the arm and now trying to reach around. And looks like Reed may have, he was close to having a cradle locked up, a far side cradle, but he does not have it. And now he's working flatten out. Oh, he's got the ball and chain. Now he wants to try and maybe looks like he's trying to move an arm bar on the right side. My guess is the South Carroll coaches are going to complain that Caleb's riding too parallel, and the Man Valley coaches are going to complain that Jake is not doing enough to move away. So, all right, so Simeon gets to his feet. He's going to have, Reed's going to have to take him back down. And there it is. There's a stall call
and the first point,
escape by Jake
first
Simeon.
point right at the end of the second period goes to Jake Simeon.
Yes.
He leads 1-0. 1-0 after 2 periods.
And Caleb Reed's got to be careful because he has a stall call.
Correct. So we are headed to the third period, and Jake Simeon leads by 1. That late escape gives him the edge, and he will start on top here.
So
in
Caleb
the third
Reed
period.
selects bottom, wants to try and score here. I think he feels he's been the aggressor more on the feet. So I'm certain he feels like he can get away and then obviously be aggressive and get a takedown to win the match.
Reed trying to roll to get position.
Yeah, he's trying to establish getting his hips away. Simeon's got his right leg locked up, or had it locked up, and now he's working controlling the wrists and the hips.
This is where Simeon wants to be, right? Or kind of in control as much as he possibly can to try to score some points.
Absolutely, although he's got to be careful to make sure that he's, and the official tells both wrestlers need to be working to improve. Simeon can't just, get complacent and kind of hang out on the hips, or he'll get hit for the stalling call.
Now, I'm sorry, the first stalling call is a warning, right?
Yeah,
no points
just
are
a warning.
awarded.
Right.
But after that, we can start giving points.
Correct. So if you were to hit both right now, that would give Simeon a point because Reed has already been hit with one.
Right.
But officials just reminding them to keep working.
Coming up on 1 minute to go in this match.
Caleb Reed's going to have to score a point to get away, or two of the reversal.
1 point for an escape. Mr. Duffy was just alluding to it. 2 points awarded for reversal, but it looks like Jake Simeon's doing a good job breaking Reed down here.
He's riding him well. He needs to make sure that he's working to improve, not just hang on. And that's obviously, that's where the officials come into play of, are you working? And he calls a stalemate. Okay.
33.7 to go.
Caleb Reed is, he's got pressure on him now. He's got to score at least one in the next 33 and a half seconds.
And I mean, at this point, defense can be your best offense because you want to preserve that 1-0 lead and obviously not get caught for stalling.
Sure. But he can afford
even then,
one.
he can afford one, correct. All right, final 33 seconds here. Can Reed get up? Can Simeon hold him down and get a win? Reed to his feet. Simeon does a good job breaking him back down. That might
Takes
do
him
it.
back down. As long as he keeps that leg locked, he's in good shape.
Reed might have one more push. 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to, my guess is he's going to run out of time. Simeon's done a good job of controlling the hips. And looks like he's going to hold on for the 1-0 win.
Wow, so
and that'll
there it
give
is.
South Carroll the early 3-0 win, or 3-0 lead.
1-0. The decision goes to South Carroll. The Cavaliers have a 3-0 lead in the match.
113 for Manchester Valley, Grayson Hydor. For South Carroll, Grayson Barnhill.
So 113 now. We're going to have Grayson Hydorn for Man Valley versus Grayson Barn. A couple of Graysons. And Grayson Barnhill of South Carroll, a reigning state champion from a year ago, going up against Grayson Hydorn.
Hydorn's got the shot, and Barnhill fights it off, gets a takedown, and then lets him go. So 3-1.
3-1 here
lead.
real quick. South Carroll's going to score fast, and look to score fast here.
And takes him to his back. 6+ back point right now.
Barnhill looking for a pin, already up 3-1.
And that's kind of what Grayson Barnhill does. He is a pinner.
And there it is.
And there it is. 31 seconds into the match. Grayson Barnhill with the pin over Grayson Hydorn gives South Carroll the 9-0 lead.
At 120 for Manchester Valley, Kyle Reed. For South Carroll, Eli Gableson.
All right, so we're up to 120 now, 120 pounds. It's Kyle Reed of Manchester Valley, Eli Gabrielson of South Carroll.
Yeah.
Eli Gabrielson of South Carroll, undefeated so far this season, 23-0.
Yeah, top-ranked wrestler in the state at 120.
3-0 in the county, 16 pins. Kyle Reed, 25-12 with 14 pins, but just 0-1 against county competition. So the edge, at least on paper here, goes to Gabrielson early on in this match.
Both wrestlers are aggressive. Quick stall call on Reed.
Well, to the referee's discretion, right? You can't flee the mat. You can't try to run away from the action. And nice job, Gabrielson, up 3-0 with the takedown.
Nice fireman's carry. Takedown and let go. So now he's got a 3-1 lead.
3-1 now. South Carroll leads this match. And out of bounds. 3-1, Gabrielson leading Kyle Reed. Takedowns worth 3 now in high school wrestling. I've been growing up knowing they were 2. Now they're worth 3, so more math, which I'm bad at, but I think I can follow 2s and 3s.
Absolutely.
Back points are a little different now as well.
And
nice job.
takes him right down.
3 more for Gabrielson. He's up 6-1.
Now he's got a bar and a half.
6-1 lead now for the South Carroll
and
sophomore.
Turning with the half.
Potential pin
and
here.
Looking for the pin on Reed, but he's got 3 back points waiting.
Right.
Until he breaks the move.
But then both arms
then
locked.
went to the double arm bar.
That's a tough one there from Gabrielson. Yeah, Kyle Reed's in a tough spot right now.
And he's got to fight off for another 40 seconds.
Yeah. Gabrielson transferred from St. Mary's Riken.
Yes.
Came in this year as a sophomore. And there you go.
Gets the pin.
Another pin.
Minute 32 into the match.
That's 2 pins so far for South Carroll. And they lead this thing 15-0.
At 126 for Manchester Valley, Chase Reese for Oliver Flores. For South Carroll, Brody Henry.
So here we go with Man Valley against South Carroll. It's Brody Henry of South Carroll. Might be Chase Reese of Man Valley. Henry's up 3-0. He's already in control. They were out of bounds, but 2 more points. So he's up 5-0 now in this match.
All right, Henry's
it is Reese.
Now he's got a bar. And Reese is looking to try and work out of that. Bar slipped out. Got a nice cross wrist ride, trying to work in the bar from there.
Henry in control, 5-0, 1 minute in to this first period of this match at 126 pounds. And we have 14 weight classes from 106 down to 285.
Or up to 285.
Correct.
All right, Reese is back on his feet, gets the escape. He earned an escape.
He did. Henry still had him, though, and right away. Around. So it goes from 5-1 to 8-1 that quickly. Brody Henry now leads this 8-1, and both wrestlers outside the circle, so they'll be out of bounds with just under 30 seconds left.
Yeah, just a single point in bounds keeps them in bounds, though, so that's why they have to be careful. It used to be a lot more of the body had to be in bounds. Now we're down to just a single point of contact.
8-1 is the score. Brody Henry leads Chase Reese at 126. Henry in control on top.
See Henry's, like I said, working the cross wrist. Scuffed ride. Now he's trying to turk the leg and move towards the back. But Reese is fighting off well. He's not, but going flat's probably not going to help him in the long run, and that's usually when an official will call you for stalling. Runs out of time at the end of the first period. Man Valley with the choice. He's going to defer. Reese will defer, and that'll give Henry choice, and he's going to take bottom.
And Henry leads 8-1 after 1 period of, I almost said play, 1 period of competition.
There you go.
I guess
after the first period. Good job, Pat.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Glad everybody's tuned in with us here. This is fun. Our first ever wrestling game match of the week.
All right, Henry gets up on his feet, gets away, or gets enough separation, and then comes around with a reversal.
So 2 points for Henry. He's now up 10-1.
And I know he would much rather have an escape and a takedown because that gives you 4 points versus the 2-point reversal.
But he's in major decision territory here, up 10-1. In full control.
Yep.
Brody Henry leads 10-1.
He's got a leg in on a crossbody ride and is working to take Reese to his back, and he's accumulating back points right now.
He's
got four waiting for him.
So he'll be up 14-1 here momentarily.
Unless he gets a pin in the meantime. But looks like he's not going to. Oh, potentially dangerous. Looks like it was going. Official thought it may have been going across the throat.
So it's 14-1 now after that stoppage, and South Carroll leads 15-0 in the overall dual meet. Henry is going to opt for neutral.
Go for neutral start, give Reese the point. So he's got 14-2.
14-2 now with the escape.
And takedown will make this a technical fall.
So that was smart of Henry. So one more takedown could end this thing. He's up by 12. A 15-point spread makes it a technical fall.
Reese has a nice low leg shot.
But Brody turns him around. Almost got some back points out of that. Instead,
and there's your takedown.
There it is. So that's the end of the match. 17-2 is the final score. And Brody Henry gives South Carroll 5 points for the team. And they now lead 20-0.
At 132 pounds, for Manchester Valley, Dakota Barnyard. For South Carroll, Connor Patterson.
So we're on to 132 now. It's Dakota Bernard from Man Valley.
And Connor Patterson from South Carroll.
And Connor Patterson from South Carroll, correct. So we have a fresh bout score now. Should be 0-0 there between these two.
Yep.
Feeling each other out here in the center circle.
Yep.
Impressed with South Carroll's start so far, Mr. Duffy, or is it kind of going as planned based on the matchups?
I think kind of as expected. They're very strong in this area.
Absolutely.
I mean, but you know, I want to be cautious. South Carroll's really, really good, and I want to be cautious people that it's not necessarily indicative that Manchester Valley's not.
Correct.
It's just South Carroll's really just incredibly strong wrestling team this year. They really are.
And Man Valley, no
Patterson's
slouch.
got a double leg, but now he's flattened out, which probably has coming back up a little bit. Bernard's sprawl didn't help, but he's got Patterson really. He had him really flat. Patterson's been pretty good about getting back to a base.
No points yet in this one?
No, nothing yet. And Bernard's trying to work both the ankle and around the ankle and the cross face so he can control the body. He wants to keep one part of that body in, and that's not going to happen.
Bernard comes into this match 24-14 with 15 pins. Patterson just got started this season, 1-1 overall, 0-1 in the county. So edge would go to Hydorn, but so far no score.
Yeah, Connor Patterson's been one of the wrestlers who moves up and down between JV and varsity.
Yes.
For what the team is needed, and those kind of wrestlers are so super important to a team because you need them throughout the season and that flexibility. But this so far seems to be a pretty even matchup. We'll see how it goes. Again, he's got a good double leg shot, ran out of time. So we're going to go to the second period scoreless. South Carroll, Connor Patterson with the choice. He's going to take bottom right away.
So let's see, who had the pin so far? It was Barnhill, Gabrielson?
Yes, those are our 2 pins.
South Carroll actually, we haven't mentioned this yet because we kind of fast-forwarded through the pregame, but no Evan Owen, I believe, tonight for South Carroll, just under the weather. I don't see him suited up. Didn't see him in the lineup, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes along. But they might be without Evan Owen, a 2-time state finalist.
Yes.
For South Carroll. But
Patterson's got an Bernard's got an arm bar on Patterson. Patterson almost had to stand up, but could not get away. Couldn't clear both his hips and his arms. So Bernard is working to bring him back down, keep him down on the mat, and work that bar.
Still no score.
Now he's working a bar and a half. And Tried.
Patterson slipped away.
Yeah. Patterson's is doing a good job of defending on it. Bernard is working on controlling the hips right now. And so far he's doing a pretty good job. He's got the near ankle locked up, and he's working to control both the wrists.
1 minute left in the second period. No score still between these two.
And there you see the official yelling for both of them to improve, looking to, you know, ensure that the wrestlers are working to get a better position.
That's the goal, right?
Yep.
They don't want guys just...
Patterson has turned and face and gotten a leg, but Bernard has fought that off pretty well and gets Patterson back down flat, and now he's working on the wrists again. And now it looks like he's trying for a far side cradle.
He might have it. He might have it.
And he's got Patterson. Bernard's got a nice...
He's got it in tight.
He's got the pin at 135. 135 in the second period, so what are we, 3:35 into the match?
Barnard breaks the shutout, the drought, I should say, and Man Valley's on the board. Give them 6.
So we've got a 20-6 lead for the Cavaliers.
138 for Manchester Valley. Ryan Heidur for South Carroll. Alex Little.
So this will be Alex Little for South Carroll and Ryan Hydorn for Man Valley. Hydorn, 19 and 11 with 12 pins so far.
Okay.
Alex Little, I think he's basically, you're going to call him maybe the replacement tonight for Owens. I don't have info on Alex Little, but he is in here in the black singlet. Man Valley wearing their blue and silver. All black for South Carroll today.
Except one white.
Oh, well, I missed that one.
All right.
You wear what you can wear here.
Got a stall call on Alex Little there. Hydorn is the aggressor, and the official basically essentially told Little he needs to step up his game, and start, you know, looking for some points.
You can't try to leave the mat, right? That's the goal. And early on in the match, you can establish that as the official. Like we're not going to do that today, guys. We're going to work to improve and score points. Yeah. So this is the 138 match. Ryan Hydorn versus Alex Little, Man Valley and South Carroll from Winfield. CMSportsNet game match of the week.
And Little's got working a front headlock. Hydorn's looking to try and work onto a leg, and they go out of bounds again.
Still neutral. Still both up on their feet with 46 seconds to go in the first period of this bout.
All right, Hydorn with a single leg.
Little trying to push away from him, but it's going to be tough.
Trying to work a sprawl and create some distance between their hips.
South Carroll side wants him to...
This may be a stalemate.
Push his head down.
Yep, stalemate called from the official.
Good call. Nothing was working there, so still neutral. No advantage was gained. But Hydorn did have a good shot there to set up that potential takedown. 20 seconds to go.
Hydorn needs to make sure he's clearing Little's head and his arms, and that's where he's running into some problems. He's not getting clear in order to get a good shot in. And Little's working on just controlling wrists and being in the way, it seems.
He's done a good job. Nothing doing, so
right,
still no score as we head to the end of the second period.
Hydorn has a choice. He's going to defer, and Alex Little looks like he's going to take the bottom position.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hydorn is working a chop, trying to secure the wrist against the body, bring it in, and he may be going for a far side cradle also, similar to our last match. But Little's doing a good job of facing up and making it a bit difficult for him.
Hydorn on top.
Yep. The official is looking for both men to improve, which is what he just said to them. Wants to make sure they're doing something. Hydorn's got has a bar and is also looking at either a hook, a wrist, or a half on the right side. He's got a bar on the left side. He's going to need to break him down, or that bar won't do anything for him.
If you were watching the girls' action earlier, Man Valley beat South Carroll 42-24 in the girls' duel. We had JV matches on one mat, girls on the other, and then we broke the mats down and moved this one over to the middle and got our co-ed varsity match underway about
Official just
20
called
minutes ago.
stalling against Alex Little.
I think he just changed it. Yeah, I think he just changed. Oh,
yep. Now he did call stalling on Little, and that was the second time he's been called, and that gives Hydorn the 1-0 lead because Little got called for it in the first period for running off the mat.
Yes.
Or not off the mat, but stalling.
Yes.
Little's almost away, but can't quite get away. Hydorn still got the legs. He can try and hold on here, which is what he wants to do.
10 seconds. Oh, some rollovers between both, and
Little with a 2-point reversal.
Wow, 2-1.
We're going to head
in
to the
favor of South Carroll in this match as the second period comes to an end. Nice move by Alex Little there right at the end. 2-1. South Carroll leads the match.
And Brian Hydorn will have choice going into the third period, trailing 2-1. And
all right, so
Hydorn's going to go neutral.
Choose neutral. We'll see if that strategy pays off.
Well, he's going to need a takedown.
It was nice. That was good action there at the end when they rolled on each other, and Little was able to get away and get that reversal.
All right. Little working a little bit, trying to work some throws, and Hydorn countering well. Going out of bounds, only 17 seconds gone.
These two are evenly matched.
They certainly seem to be. Hydorn needs to be the aggressor. He's got a couple ways to score points. If he can get Little into another stall, he can tie it. But obviously, what he wants is a takedown because he wants to win this thing 4-2. My guess is you're going to get, got another stalemate from the official.
Little was looking to the sideline for some instructions. They were all telling him what to do. That's always a fun part of wrestling as well.
Yep.
15 to 20 people on the other side trying to say all different things at once.
Yep.
1 minute or so to go here in this match in regulation.
Hydorn looking to try, potentially trying to get a headlock.
I don't think it was going to work.
Little's got a body lock.
He's trying to do the same thing.
It might be
Michael
both trying to look for a throw. Little trying to do a trick.
Oh, and he does.
Right to his back. He's got 3.
Little's got a chance.
Yes, he does, and he's got it wrapped up pretty tight.
Alex Little, he's up 5-1, but he's in position to get a pin. South Carroll's bench.
Yeah, he's going to be up 9-1 if Hydorn can fight off of this.
Hydorn did not get pinned, but that's 4 back points. Mr. Duffy's right.
And that puts him in at least for a major decision. All right, and
there it is.
And now he's going for the far side cradle.
9-1. Will be the first major decision here of the night. And that's what it's going to be. So Alex Little was trailing.
Yes. And he pulls
no
off
points
the 9-1
there, but
major decision.
Yes, 9-1 is your final score in that match.
That gives South Carroll now a 24-6 lead.
Impressive win, Alex Little. Not usually in the lineup.
That's 144 for Manchester Valley. Brandon Vanderboot. For South Carroll, Jojo Gelati.
So this is a good one. Braden Vandervoort for Man Valley.
Braden was third at the state tournament last year, and JoJo's.
How'd JoJo do?
He's a 2-time state champ. But this is one of the good matchups we look forward to seeing. You've got 2 guys who don't avoid each other and go for it, right? Go for it from the get.
Yep, 2 technical wrestlers.
Yep.
Both, I believe, have surpassed 100 wins. I know Vandervoort did earlier in the season. I thought JoJo's
got the quick takedown about 15 seconds in.
Scoring might be quick here. Gelati up 3-0. And already getting back points against Vandervoort, I believe.
I don't think he got him.
He did not? Okay.
I think he got a 1 count, but you've got to get at least a 2 count. 2 count gets you 2 points, 3 for 3 points, 4 for 4 points. Real simple that way. Another new part of the scoring changes.
So 3-0 here. Gelati leading Vandervoort. A lot of accolades for JoJo, and rightfully so.
Yeah. All right.
1
Braden
point
gets
now
the
for
escape.
Vandervoort, correct? This is escape. Vandervoort, 36-2, 26 pins. Gelati, 24-1, 14 pins. Couple of stalwarts here.
Yeah. Two very good wrestlers, both very technical. This is kind of one of the matches where Vandervoort's going to have to really wrestle up if he wants to pull the upset. Gelati does not lose very many matches. I think he's lost one each year.
I believe you're right. That's a takedown. He's already got a
to
cradle locked in. He's pushing hard here.
And I think he may have him.
Vandervoort trying to stay off his back, and it will not happen. JoJo Gelati. A little exuberant celebration there. Gelati gets the pin. South Carroll leads 30-7.
At 150 for Manchester Valley.
Actually, it's going to be a loss of a team point for South Carroll. The official felt that JoJo was taunting the South Carroll bench when he definitely yelled in that direction. So the official deducted a team point from South Carroll.
Okay, so it's 29-7.
Yes.
We have Bo Snell of Man Valley. I didn't hear who the South Carroll wrestler was. We're a moment here to figure out the scoring. Coach is trying to figure it out. I know Man Valley didn't like how Gelati sort of celebrated in their general direction. Looks like the cooler heads prevailed there. Now I think they're going to have a team point deducted on both sides.
Oh.
So I see 29-6 now.
Looks like there was one deducted from both sides. Good catch, Pat.
Again, this is Bo Snell. I didn't hear who it was for South Carroll. I don't think it's Angelo Marchani. As soon as we get the name of the young man for South Carroll, we'll put it up for you guys.
I think it's Drew Wilson who's got the takedown.
Okay, yep, Drew Wilson. And there we go. So it's Bo Snell against Drew Wilson, and Wilson leads 3-0. So just to be clear, it was 30-7 after the result of that match.
Yeah, looks like both teams got deducted a
team point for some
unsportsmanlike
misconduct.
conduct.
Correct. So that's why we see 29-6.
And that's one of the things we ask our officials to do: keep all of that in check. Ensure, we're trying to promote sportsmanship. Kids and coaches sometimes lose sight a little bit, get over exuberant.
It's the heat of the moment, right?
And we need officials, to call that out when it happens.
So you thought that was the right call there for?
Yeah, I don't have an issue with that. I thought it was the right call on his part.
Yep.
Gelati was over exuberant and did gesture. I don't know if gesture is the right word, but definitely shouted towards the Man Valley bench, and then a couple people came onto the mat. You can't come on the mat.
3-2 now. That was reversal for Bo Snell, so it's 3-2 in favor.
Looks like he's got a cradle locked up.
Of Wilson.
Snell's, never mind. Wilson was able to break off the cradle. Now Snell's looking to lock it up again.
3-2 is the score in this match at 150 pounds.
Snell's riding well right now. I think he got a little shell shock taken down early. All he wants to do is make sure, again, he wants to flatten out Wilson and then try and turn. And we're at the end of one. Bo Snell with the trails 3-2.
Yep.
Wilson's got all the choices.
Wilson leads 3-2 over Bo Snell. We're right about the halfway mark here of
Snell's going to take bottom. Wilson decides to go neutral. So now we're tied 3-3.
Okay, 3-3, and that looks like maybe have some blood time. Or an injury, yeah, it looks like a little bit of blood time on the Man Valley part.
Yeah.
So again, this is 150 pounds. It's Bo Snell from Man Valley and Drew Wilson of South Carroll. And yeah, we can take a moment here and just kind of break down what we saw. We're right about the halfway mark here so far, and look, it's all South Carroll, right? 29-6. They've been dominating this match so far.
Yeah, they have.
It's all about matchups. You know, who gets to send their wrestler out first. This is my first time I've seen South Carroll live. You may have seen them this year. I'm impressed, as I always am, with South Carroll and how their lineup is just continually stacked with studs.
Very much so. And I'll take this as a moment to plug our athletic trainers who are helping to clear up any blood issues.
Yes, absolutely. That's hard work.
Yep.
So I think we're back now. Stoppage of blood. It's 3-3 in the match between Bo Snell and Drew Wilson. It's 29-6 in favor of South Carroll. We start the second period in the neutral position
Because Wilson gave the escape.
Correct.
He wanted to start it neutral. He feels more comfortable on his feet than he does on the mat, which I guess makes sense since he got reversed.
I feel more comfortable on my feet too.
Yes. And then Snell rode him out. So it's maybe a good call.
And
I guess we'll find out.
Sometimes it's you're choosing for your team, but also you're choosing for your own skills, right?
Yes.
Hey, I feel like I'm better on my feet. I can take down my opponent, or I'm better to reverse, or I'm better to escape, or whatever it might be. So,
well, I will say one of the things South Carroll preaches all the time is constant movement from neutral, working on takedowns all the time. So this is a position they like to be, and they want to see their wrestlers in. So you can see it paid off the first time with the takedown, but here Snell gets the takedown, is immediately into a cradle, and is taking Wilson back.
Snell leads 6-3, and now Snell has the control here. Potential pin for Man Valley. And there it is.
There you go. And that gives Man Valley another.
Give him 12.
Pin.
Bo Snell with the pin. That makes him 36-2, and that's his 30th pin of the season.
57 for Manchester Valley, Luke Ford. For South Carroll, Davey Snyder.
All right, so we go to
Angelo Marchani.
We go to 157 now. It's Luke Borg from
Manchester
Man Valley and Angelo Marchani from South Carroll.
Marchani's wrestled really, really well this year.
It's Luke Borg from Man Valley, Angelo Marchani from South Carroll.
All right, quick takedown by Marchani, and then an escape from Borg. So we've got a 3-1, just 12 seconds into the match.
A lot of points here. We're going to try to keep up. 3-1 in favor of Marchani.
A little bit of an arm drag into a shot for Marchani. Now he's trying to work up from here. Marchani's almost to a takedown, and there he has it now.
So Marchani now up 6-1.
Really good scramble on his part. He's got he's up 6-1, and now he's going to work towards the pin, I would expect, or at least try to move towards that.
He's in control, so yeah. (6-1) in favor of Marchani.
Borg trying to maintain control of the wrists so that he can create some separation and work away. Marchani's riding tight. Has not yet flattened him out, which is I'm expecting will be the next thing he wants to try and do. But he is keeping Borg down well.
.20 seconds to go in the first period.
Marchani with the 6-1 lead. And officials going to remind both wrestlers they need to improve their position. And we are nearing the end of the first. Quick flurry of action early and not as much to finish that period.
Well, that's when you come out with steam, right? Come out with a head of steam.
Marchani has choice. He immediately goes down.
He leads 6-1. This is 157 pounds. We have 5 bouts left on the sheet. South Carroll in control, 29-12.
Marchani tried for a switch. Borg moved quick enough to not allow it, and that has Borg still on top. Marchani almost looks like he's methodically plotting out his next move, not just a flurry of moves as we saw earlier.
Right.
Borg working to control the wrists, and he wants to flatten out Marchani. Borg looks like
Borg trying to get something.
Trying to work from a cradle.
He's trying.
And Marchani countered really well, and looks like
he's trying to lock his own in.
Got a reversal.
He got 2 reversal. That's 8-1 now in favor of Marchani.
And he's got a cradle, but I think he needs to adjust his grip. His grip is a little too much towards the legs, which is not going to help for trying to turn. If he can adjust it up towards the head, he'll be in better shape. But he's close to being out of bounds. He's still got a foot in and still got an arm in. Now they're out. So with an 8-1 lead, Marchani's on top with 40 seconds left in the second period.
See Coach Brian Hamper standing up for most of this match in his South Carroll wrestling garb, and Coach Dave Dodson with his staff sort of sitting down over here on the right, to our right.
Yep.
Trying to strategize this match here, and it's gone South Carroll's way so far. You talked about, Michael, the athletic trainers, obviously the job they do, and we can turn to the coaches, and these 2 guys right here are the epitome of both these programs. They do such a great job year in and year out to have these guys prepared and to succeed on the mat.
Absolutely. The amount of work that they're putting in, it's certainly not not November 15th for the end of the season. It's a constant work. Their entire staffs. There was a stall call on Borg, not working to improve from bottom. Now he's up on his feet. Marchani's keeping the leg and trying to bring it back in. And second period runs out of time.
So Borg almost got the escape, but Marchani had the leg intact. And
yep.
He's taking a minute here to gather himself, and he'll get back on that mat for the third period.
So Borg's going to start on bottom for the third period. Marchani with it takes an 8-1 lead into our third.
Marchani, a lot of arms and legs out there on the mat. And that could be to your advantage as a wrestler. Not that he doesn't have muscle, believe me. I'm just saying he's very lanky, and that can make for tough matchups. Borg does get away.
Borg escapes. Got an
8-2. 8-2. Give Borg another point. And he's down by 6 early in this third period.
Nice shot by Borg.
That was a good shot by Borg.
It's not yet secured the takedown. Marchani's trying to sit through it. Borg trying to stay in between the legs so he can work up the body. Marchani's best shot from this point up is to give up the takedown.
Yes,
I was thinking he might be trying to secure a stalemate.
So 3 points for Borg.
Borg gets a second stall call because he held the leg too close to the body.
So it's 8-5, and now
he's got 9-5.
Correct.
That second stall call did it for him.
But I'll tell you, the 3-point takedown does change the game.
And now it's 10-5 because Borg wants to go back on his feet, which is probably a smart move.
So
he would have had a hard time. He was having a hard time scoring on top.
So he gave him another neutral. So 10-5.
Yep.
10-5 in favor of Marchani. 1 minute and 5 seconds left.
Borg, to tie it, will need to get 2 takedowns and an escape, or if he wants to try and go for big, he
back points.
Take down straight to the back.
Sure.
That's what he's going to need to have happen.
He gives him a takedown here, though, and it could be over. Or at least it'd be an uphill battle.
Yes. Borg needs to get clear his arm so he can get that takedown. But so far, he's not been able to get his arm out. Oh, Borg gets.
He did get free, so it's 10-8. 30 seconds, it is 10-8.
Now we got 11-8.
11-8. Just like that, 11-8. Now Marchani's got a leg.
And I think Borg didn't get far enough away.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Which allowed Marchani to get in.
11-8 is our score. 15 seconds left. 11-8 in favor of Marchani.
And I think he's going to hold on. I'm not sure he'll get the takedown, but he does get the 11-8 win. Borg had a great comeback in that third period.
I was just going to say that.
But it was a little too late. Marchani holds on.
Just a regular decision in favor of Marchani. He had a major in the offing, but it's not meant to be.
For Manchester Valley, Dylan Brown or Danny Gray. For South Carroll, Davey Snyder.
So we are going with Davey Snyder of South Carroll. And who was the, Mr. Duffy, who was the Man Valley wrestler? Davey Gray?
Danny Gray.
Danny Gray, pardon me. So Danny Gray of Man Valley.
Right. Snyder looking the aggressor.
32-12 is your team score. This is Danny Gray of Man Valley versus Davey Snyder of South Carroll. Davey Snyder, 18-5 overall, 2-0 in the county with 9 pins.
And got a stall call on Danny Gray. Official felt he was working too much on the sideline, not working towards the center, not working to improve.
We've had a couple of those already to try to establish the action in the middle of the mat.
Yes.
Which is
you can hear the official saying, work center.
Yep.
Because that's where you want the action to take place.
Sure, it's a good standard to have.
And they're back neutral again.
All right, so we have a point.
Stall, and then Snyder finishes it up with a takedown.
So he's
puts him up
4-0 real quick. Yep, a point for a stall and 3 for a takedown, and Davey Snyder leads this match 4-0.
And we get a restart as they go out of bounds. It's like Snyder, something's not right. He may take injury time.
Yeah, he might.
Looks like he's going to.
Let's see what happens here.
Nope.
Coach Hamper's talking to him.
And we're going to start injury time on Davey Snyder.
Yeah, something didn't look right as he came back to the middle of the mat. See Gina Talame come out, the athletic trainer, normally of Century High School, coming out to do this match.
Yes.
And we'll go ahead and take a quick break here. Real quick to see some sponsor recognition, but don't go away. We'll be right back to the action with Danny Gray and Davey Snyder right after this.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, Davey Snyder gave an escape and then got a quick takedown, so puts him back up 7-1 after the injury time.
Yep, as the first period is coming to a close here, 30 seconds to go. 7-1 in favor of Snyder over Gray. Back points coming.
Yeah, and he's got an arm bar working towards the pin.
And a pin.
Gets the pin.
Right as the period, yeah,
seconds.
15 seconds, I didn't mean to cut you off, but a pin for Snyder. And South Carroll's on a roll here.
175 for Manchester Valley, Aiden Trackner. For South Carroll, Xander Cyrus.
So we got Aiden Trankner of Manchester Valley coming up here at 175.
Yep. And taking on
Xander Cyrus of South Carroll.
Change for South Carroll, Connor Deshesky.
Okay, we got a change. It's Connor Deshesky of South Carroll. So Xander Cyrus not in this match. Instead, it's
Dylan Brown for.
It is Dylan Brown.
Dylan Brown.
It's not Aiden
for,
Trankner. Okay.
Correct. Dylan Brown for Man
so
Valley.
This is the
Connor Deshesky.
This is the nature of wrestling here, right? You got guys who can go in multiple weight classes. Now we're good.
And looking for good matchups.
Dylan Brown, correct. Dylan Brown of Man Valley. Connor Deshesky of South Carroll.
And Deshesky has fought off well and is close to getting a takedown if he can get Brown down.
Big
down to the
jump
mat.
down, and he does get it. Oh, wait, no,
Nope.
waved off.
Official
Waved
waved
off.
it
Waved off.
Probably a good call. It was
Yep.
he said it wasn't more than reaction time. I can appreciate that, the way he officiated that. That's a good call.
Okay, no score then between Brown and Deshesky.
A lot of movement, a lot of action, 0 points.
Yep.
Both had opportunities for takedowns, and neither one was able to finish them.
One minute. I'm sorry, 1 minute left, I was going to say.
Yeah, no, you're good. Deshesky looks like he's more working on controlling arms to try and clear some space. Brown looks like he's trying to get a, wants to try and have a head and arm tie, or head tie. Like to move back to center. Good call.
Mm-hmm.
And with a lot of action early, we're closing in on 30 seconds left. Closing on about 20 seconds left in the first period with 0 points. And Brown just missed getting a takedown as time ran out. Got behind, but could not take Deshesky back down onto the mat.
And no score between.
Deshesky takes bottom to start the second period. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Hey, it's all right. It's our maiden voyage here in the match of the week. Brown and Deshesky scoreless. We go to the second period, 175 pounds. So 3 weight classes left, 190, 215, and 285. We have our first point, and it goes for Deshesky for that escape. So 1-0 in favor of Connor Deshesky. The menacing mask of Dylan Brown. It's quite a tactic. Obviously, it's for safety, but
yeah. All right, so Deshesky with the escape, and now 1-0.
Pins for Grayson Barnhill, Eli Gabrielson, JoJo Gelati, and Davey Snyder so far for South Carroll. Man Valley's pins, Dakota Barnard and Bo Snell. Those are the young men that have pins tonight.
All right.
And we had a tech fall in there, and I believe we had a major decision. And two regular decisions, and they both went South Carroll's way. So the 2 pins is all that Man Valley has to show for scoring at the moment.
Deshesky looking to try and get a trip, as Brown has a couple times attempted a shrug, and they're going out of bounds again. Official doesn't like the fact that Brown went out of bounds.
They're gonna
And
switch
out his
headgear.
headgear.
Yeah, he's got to stay on the mat. Coach Dave Dodson pushes it back into play.
Again, another thing, I'll give the official credit. He could have forced injury time or whatever else. They looked like they just wanted to fix the headgear. And
yeah. You wear that for protection, but it can be a burden, and you can't really see well
the face
through it.
mask definitely complicates
Sure.
things.
Deshevsky winning in the hair category here as well. I'm jealous. It's a nice head of hair.
Fair enough. Fisher wants to talk to both wrestlers.
Stay away from the head, I thought he was saying. Maybe just
that, or it may have been fingers. Or,
yeah.
When you grab, you've got to grab all 4 fingers.
Right,
Can't just
sure.
get one.
Sure.
Or
Don't any gouges or anything like that, right?
Right.
Illegal move.
And we're right back where we were about 2 minutes ago, finishing up a period without it really much scoring.
Yeah,
other than
just
one
the one.
escape.
The escape. Sorry, pardon me. I was going to call it a reversal, but indeed, early too. Early in the period.
Trying to pummel in, trying to work to the underhooks.
These two have been on their feet for a while here.
Yes, they have.
Final.
Again, Brown's got a nice little shrug. He just can't seem to finish it and work to the takedown from there.
Final few seconds tick away, and we have reached the end of the second period.
And all the choices go back to Brown, and he's going to take bottom.
Dylan Brown, 32-6 this year, 18 pins. One of those losses was a county match, so he's 1-1.
Okay.
And Deshevsky, 15-12, 2-2 in the county, he shouldn't be 2-2, but oh no, he's 2-2. Pardon me.
We're all tied up.
And
Brown with
11
the
pins.
stand up to the escape.
Yes. So 2 escapes
Now
here.
Brown
one
needs
apiece.
to be careful not to get another stall call, because he's already got one on him.
1-1 now after that escape, so we're
Coach
tied.
is reminding him to make sure that he's working towards the center.
Be in the middle.
He does not want to give up. Does not want to lose a match on 2 stall calls.
That'll be bad, right?
Yeah. He's got a nice shot, but
Deshevsky tried to flip
it off
him.
quite well.
He did. Good job by Deshevsky.
Fought it off upper body well, and Brown needs to, again, circle back in, make sure he's not just backing up.
Back on their feet.
Oh, there you go. Again, shrug, and he's getting by. He's just not able to get all the way behind and do the takedown. But he does have a real nice shrug it's just a half step away from him.
Yeah, this match has been on their both gentlemen on their feet.
Yes.
For almost all this match, and we are 1 minute.
And what Brown wants to make sure he's doing is working the center. Now Deshevsky needs to do something other than just push him out. And we're about 48 seconds left in this period.
This is where the gut check is, right? You're both
Absolutely.
tired. You've been
Yep.
working each other, trying to establish control. "35 seconds. Still nothing going. 30 seconds. Who's going to blink here between Dylan Brown and Connor Deshevsky?
All right, Deshevsky's pushing in, but that's when the shrug got him.
Good job by Dylan Brown.
Dylan Brown shrugged it correctly that time.
4-1, 3-point takedown. 4-1 for Man Valley in this match.
And he certainly used Deshevsky's momentum against him on that shrug.
He did.
Deshevsky was pushing in real hard, I think trying to get another stall call, if I had to guess. And Brown used that momentum, shrugged him by, and got the takedown, which gives him a 4-1 lead.
He's going to hold on and get the win.
6 seconds to go. He can just let him go here. Or he could even give up a reversal and he still gets it.
Yep.
But he holds on. 4-1 win for Dylan Brown.
Yep, and the first decision goes Man Valley's way tonight, and it's a match decided by a decision, I should say. Good match. The wrestlers shake hands. Dylan Brown gets the victory.
90 pounds for Manchester Valley, Jake Lowe. For South Carroll, Landon Hamper.
All right, so now we are up to 190. It's Landon.
Change for Manchester Valley, Aiden Trankner.
All right, Aiden Trankner and another defending state champ, Landon Hamper.
Aiden Trankner and Landon Hamper at 190. Yes, a state champion a year ago was Landon Hamper. Moved up in weight. He's 24-2 overall, 4-0 in the county with 14 pins.
Quick
and he
takedown.
leads 3-0 here early on.
Hamper's also solid on top. And escape for Trankner. 3-1 lead for Hamper.
3-1, Hamper leads the match. Trankner got the escape.
Nice shot in for Hamper. Trying to do a chin whip for Trankner, but Hamper with the takedown. Puts him up 6-1 with just under a minute left in the first period.
(38-15) is
Hamper
our score.
with the arm bar, looking for the pin. He's got the
getting
4
close.
count. He's got 25 seconds left.
He's up 6-1 in score. There's going to be more here. He's got 4 waiting for him. And this looks like a pin coming here. And there it is.
And with 12 seconds, so a minute 48 into the match, Landon Hamper with the pin.
The 5th pin for South Carroll. Hamper improves to 25-2, giving him 15 pins on the year.
At 215
South Carroll, the
pounds,
44-15
for Manchester
lead.
Valley, Ryder Unst. For South Carroll, Manny Rodriguez.
So we're up to 2:15 now. Ryder Ongst of Man Valley and Manny Rodriguez of South Carroll. This is the penultimate match of the evening.
Yes, it is.
You like that, didn't you? Big word for me.
I was impressed. Shrug for Manny Rodriguez, straight to a takedown. Puts him up 3-0.
Manny leads early. South Carroll likes to score quick. A reminder, when the match is over, stick around. We'll have a little post-game coverage for you, and we'll talk to the wrestler of the game. I should have said wrestler of the match.
Say it just for me.
And there it is.
Quick pin by Manny Rodriguez.
Manny
At
Rodriguez, impressive.
285 pounds, for Manchester Valley, Crew Book. For South Carroll, Patty Gouvier.
And we've reached our last match of the evening. Crew Boog of Man Valley, Patty Gouvier of South Carroll. South Carroll's up 50-15, and we're into the last match here. Gouvier 11-8, 3-1 in the county, 9 pins. Crew Boog 37-1 with 18 pins for the Manchester Valley Mavericks. South Carroll's on their way to the victory. They'll be 5-0 in the county. They do have to wrestle Winters Mills still. Winters Mills 4-1 in county play, so a big match still to come for South Carroll. They can wrap up the county title with a victory over Winters Mill.
Yep. Boog's got a nice underhook. Wants to work towards the takedown. Gouvier looked like he's trying for a trip.
And Crew Boog is free for a takedown, giving him 3-0 lead.
Nice takedown. And as we've heard repeatedly during this dual meet, officials
Work to improve.
both wrestlers to improve, which, again,
I don't mind
something I like to hear.
I don't mind it.
Boog looked like he was trying for a cradle, but has the near ankle tracked. Reaching across, and my guess is They're going to be a chopper. Actually, looks like he's going for a head lever. He's struggling to break down Govier.
Well, there's two big boys out there.
Yes, there are.
So a lot of muscle on the mat. Patty Govier and Crew Boog, a couple of football players for their respective schools.
Boog with all the choices. He's going to go down to start the second period.
3-0.
3-0 lead.
Yep. And South Carroll on their way to the county win, up 50-15. Man Valley will fall to 2-1 in the county and 36-3 in their duels. Of course, postseason duels are upcoming. You're excited for the regional duels in a few weeks' time, and then off to the state duels.
Yep.
South Carroll looking for their 4th straight state dual meet championship.
Boog has gotten up to a base, but not able to yet get away.
Govier doing a pretty good job.
Yep.
Holding down Boog as much as he can. He's trying to work a little bit here, but Boog is quick to his feet here. He could get an escape here momentarily if he's quick to his feet.
Yeah.
Peel the hand away. It looks like a little bit there, Michael.
He's going for a little bit of a roll.
Almost Govier.
Not able to get away. Govier looks like he has the arm trapped on the left side. Looks like he had a chance at an arm bar. Wasn't able to keep it. And the official decides Crew Boog is not doing enough to improve his position. So he's going to hit him with a stalling call. But Boog grabs the leg. Not much else there. Govier trying to push away. And official decides Govier's not doing anything.
Yeah,
so he's called stalling on both of them. Both fair calls, I won't argue.
So 3-0 still is the score. Boog on the bottom position, Govier on top.
All right, Boog with the escape. So now he's got a 4-0 lead.
4-0. Nice job by Boog.
As we're late in the second period. Govier's going to need something big in that third period if he wants to try and pull off an upset. Still got 10 seconds left here. But right now, not a lot of offense. And Govier takes bottom.
So 1 period to go. Crew Boog with the 4-0 lead.
All right, Govier set. And Boog gets on top. And off we go.
Sort of. Yeah, you're right. So Boog thinks he's confident he can get some scoring done here as he tries to get that arm. Oh, and there he might even have a half here coming up. Not quite.
No, not quite.
He thought so momentarily.
But he does have Govier flat. Now he's working.
Oh.
Now he's working a half on one side, arm trap on the other. Now he's going to try and turn with it.
It's just hard to move the bottom part of his body, correct?
Absolutely.
Coaches will tell you to put the head down, right? Try to get control. You want to kind of force Govier's head to the mat in that position.
That's what he's using his forehead to do. Put him flat. And you can see Crew is trying to work towards a turn. Govier wants to establish his base again so he can come back up. And he calls stalling on Govier for not doing anything other than laying flat. So gives Crew Boog a 5-0 lead.
Indeed, 5-0 is the lead. The stall call goes in Boog's favor. Give him a point for that. He's up 5-0 as we are under a minute to go.
And yet again,
the theme of the night.
It is, but I like it. It's what you want. It's what you want to see. You want to see people working to improve. And he calls him for another stall on Govier.
So 6-0 now in favor of Boog.
He's trying to go for a 3-quarter Nelson with the leg trapped, but
Boog's going to win this match.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be a pin.
No. Barring something really strange in the next 8 seconds.
Final 10 seconds, right? 6, 5, 4.
Now, if anything, you may want to call stalling on the top man because he's now, okay, he's looking a little bit more. But here we go. So Crew Boog with the 6-0 win.
South Carroll 50, Manchester Valley 18. Your Cavaliers.
And there it is.
50 to 18 in favor of South Carroll.
South Carroll defends its home gym, takes down a county rival in the process. Your final score from Winfield. South Carroll with the county victory. The Cavs roll on. They beat Man Valley 50 to 18. Pat Stoetzer, Michael Duffy with you here in the gymnasium. We'll have a post-game interview with one of the wrestlers of the match momentarily. But first, Michael, your thoughts on just, we knew what we kind of knew what to expect out of the quality of both teams, and South Carroll really shined tonight as we kind of thought they would.
Yeah, that's I'm not sure the end result was that unexpected. South Carroll is just really strong this year. Right. Manchester Valley is a step behind. Is just a step behind them, and tonight it showed who was the better team, and now both teams are going to move on to their next couple matches, and then we'll get ready to move on to regional and state duels. I know South Carroll's looking for their 4th straight, and I know Manchester Valley's looking to get back to North Point High School by winning the 2A West.
Absolutely. We're going to step aside one more time, hear from our sponsors. Quick break. Don't go away. We'll have some post-game coverage for you coming up. The match of the week. We'll be right back to wrap things up.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Carroll Indoor Sports Center, celebrating its 30th season. 66,000 square feet of fields and courts. Rain or shine, multiple soccer and lacrosse leagues. Artificial turf fields and courts to rent. Party rooms and snack bar available. Summer camp for the kids. Safe indoor environment for athletes of all ages. Carroll Indoor Sports Center, your sport, anytime.
Welcome back, CMSportsNet. Match of the week, Man Valley and South Carroll took advantage of this one, 50 to 18. Pat Stoetzer, Michael Duffy, back with you in the gym. We're going to talk to the wrestler of the game here momentarily, wrestler of the match. Hey, look, it's a force of habit, man. Where it's game of the week, it's match of the week. The wrestler of the match is coming up, don't forget. We will see some final team stats, though, before we sign off with Mr. Duffy, and it was the way things broke down between who had the most decisions, technical falls, major decisions, and pins. We'll have that for you in a moment, but we'll take a look at some of the highlights of what we saw tonight. And the aggressor, I think, most of the night here was South Carroll.
Absolutely. As I mentioned earlier, what you saw a lot out of South Carroll is that aggressive nature for takedowns on their feet from neutral, really where they shine and where they like to be.
Watching some of the highlights here from tonight, and again, we joked about how the referee was encouraging both teams to improve, and that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
And I think, no one really was, skirting any of the rules. It was obviously both teams were trying to improve. It's a wrestling match. You're trying to get the better of each other. There you see Brody Henry of South Carroll getting the win against Man Valley. Now the Mavericks had a few bright spots, and we saw a few pins early on, pins from Dakota Barnard and Bo Snell, and we saw Crew Boo get the win late. But it was just too much South Carroll in the middle of their lineup. It's just so stacked.
Yeah, they're stacked, and they took advantage where they're really strong right now, and they were in control from the start.
JoJo Gelati there, you see him in action. He's getting a win there. He got a pin. He improved to 25-1. Eli Gabrielson improved to 24-0. Grayson Barnhill got a pin. He was 25-2 now at the pin. There you see JoJo with Braden Vandervoort, he's a good wrestler himself.
Absolutely.
JoJo got the victory for the Cavaliers. Irked the Mavs a little bit there with some of the post-game celebrations. They did both get docked a team point, but cooler heads prevailed. We continued on, and again, I'm impressed every time I see South Carroll. I shouldn't be. I know how good they are.
Right.
I know what they can do, and they continue to go out there and impress all the time. There's Angelo Marchini getting the win there as well for South Carroll. Just an all-around good team effort for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and I think one of the things you need to note is they're not content. They don't want to just win matches 1-0, 2-1, or 2-0. They're constantly pushing. They're always aggressive, looking for pins, always looking for improvement. Not to say other teams aren't, but South Carroll really excels at that.
And every time Man Valley would try to get into one of these individual matches, there wasn't a lot of easy sledding for the Mavericks. And again, they're a good team. There's no shakes against Man Valley. They're a quality team. They're going to be a formidable foe in the regional duels.
Absolutely.
But they got sort of put in South Carroll's way tonight, and South Carroll had little trouble. There you go, the final team stats. 2 decisions apiece. The one major for South Carroll, the one tech, and the pins were the difference in the lopsided score. 6 pins for South Carroll, 2 for the Mavericks. The Mavericks will regroup. They're a good team.
Yep.
They got plenty more to wrestle for, and they can perhaps be like I said, a formidable foe on the 2A side for regional and state duels.
I certainly think so. 2A West is very likely to come down to more often than not probably Damascus and the Manchester Valley. I think the two teams are likely on a collision course for each other.
And we know what South Carroll can do on the 1A side.
Absolutely.
Well, it was a pleasure doing our first wrestling match of the week with you, Mr. Duffy. Michael Duffy, Supervisor of Athletics for Carroll County Public Schools. He's my podcast partner as well. We'll talk with him more as we go along in the winter season. We're taking one more quick break, and we come back. We'll talk with Manny Rodriguez from South Carroll, and we'll wrap things up for the match of the week. Don't go away. A little bit more for you here from Winfield.
Adult volunteers are needed for robotics tournaments. First Chesapeake, part of a global robotics community for youth ages 4 to 18, seeks adult volunteers to serve as referees, judges, and support staff at tournaments across Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia, each year from November to April. No robotics experience is required. These free events inspire youth to explore STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, while fostering leadership and teamwork. Volunteer today. Sign up online at firstchesapeake.org/volunteer. Let's gear up for the future.
My name's Cooper Sheeler. I'm a senior at Winters Mill, and I'm here interning at the Community Media Center. I recently saw this opportunity because I was playing football over at Winters Mill, and I saw the Community Media Center filming and broadcasting a couple of our games. So I thought that was a really cool way to connect with the community, and I really wanted to be a part of that. Pretty much what I do throughout the day is I help with graphics throughout their Game On segments and Game of the Week, and I also help out prepare stats for all the seasons, the spring and the winter and the fall. I update all of those, and I pretty much go around and I can just help out. I can help out at games when they're preparing for a game of the week. I've done a couple podcasts here at Community Media Center. I would highly recommend people come in here for an internship. It's a lot of fun. The people that work here are really nice, and you get to experience a lot of cool things that you've probably never done before.
CMSportsNet Player of the Game is brought to you by Genovas to Go and
All right, welcome back. CM Sportsnet Match of the Week. I finally got it right. South Carroll took care of Man Valley, and I'm sitting with Manny Rodriguez, our wrestler of the match. Manny, congrats on the win. Congrats on your win and the team's win.
Thank you.
Just, we were talking right before we came on. These matches get you guys fired up. Any county match gets you fired up, but when it's Man Valley, particularly last couple of years, they've been right behind you guys in the standings. What is it about this one that just gets you guys all ready to go?
I don't know. They're always like another powerhouse in the county, always like dominating other teams, and we just want to prove how good we are compared to them every year.
The last couple came right down to the last few matches, but this one you guys took advantage right away. I mean, you guys were the aggressor early on. Was that the game plan today to try to, based on the matchups, you were starting at 106, you knew at the top of the lineup was starting off. How much does that go in your favor when you know kind of what you can do right off the bat early in the match?
Once we got that win at 106, we just started rolling off that energy. We just pick up, like, build off everyone's energy.
Yeah, one goes after another, kind of stacks them up, right?
Yeah.
Talk about how balanced this lineup is. We've been talking about the South Carolina. You know as well as I do. You know better than I do how balanced you guys are. What's it like to be in a lineup like this? Where if I'm having a bad night, sometimes it's not a big deal because anybody else can fill that spot and just get a pin, and almost every time it's got to make you feel pretty good.
Yeah. It makes me confident in our ability to win. Like if I do have a bad match, I know my buddy's gonna count. Like I can count on him to win. Yeah, it's always nice.
Special for you this year. You missed last year with the injury and coming back. Did it take a few matches for you to kind of get into things? Look, you're off to a great start, but I mean, to get really back into South Carolina wrestling, where you're like, oh, I remember this from a year ago. I know it was a long time. Must have felt like 5 years waiting to get back on the mat. But what's that layoff been for you to kind of motivate to get back on the mat?
It definitely took a couple matches to get my offense going. Definitely like build that confidence in my knee. Yeah, but like once I started winning matches, I felt really good. Yeah, it helped me a lot.
And like you said, being in the room with the guys you're in and Coach Hamper and the staff. I mean, it's a special place to be. South Carolina. You guys always talk about what kind of family it is with the Cavaliers. What's the feeling right now? You have Winters Mill still to go in the county, but obviously you have sights set on regional and state duels where you've succeeded very well last couple of years. What's the mindset right now as you're in the room for a few more weeks, and then we're into the postseason part of the tournament of the schedule?
We just want to keep rolling from where we are. Like after we pick up a win, we just want to keep on picking up wins and just dominating. We don't want to like put our foot on the brake.
No, absolutely not. And you haven't done that the last couple of years. You only lost one duel in the last couple seasons. That was in that Virginia Duels tournament. But what's the mood like in the room? I mean, how did you guys keep it light? I know you like to have fun in there. And Coach Hamper will push you guys too. But any changes in that? Like as the season gets longer and the end is near, do things start to ramp up in the wrestling? Can you feel it in the room when you're practicing each other too?
Yeah, definitely. We're working hard. We're flowing well. It's a great environment in the room. I love it.
Well, congrats on the win tonight. And
Thank you.
Keep going, man. Manny Rodriguez, our wrestler of the match. And that'll do it here from Winfield, South Carroll High School. I want to thank Michael Duffy for joining me on the broadcast, our very first wrestling broadcast. We're proud to bring it to you at CM Sportsnet. Also, thanks to Tim Novotny, the South Carroll AD, under the weather. He wasn't here tonight, but he definitely cooperates in making our broadcast possible. You can catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, and our website as well, cmsportsnet.com. You can watch us on cable channel HD 1072, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram. That's CM Sportsnet Action. So for Manny Rodriguez, Michael Duffy, I'm Pat Stoetzer saying have a good night, have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you next time.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Carroll Indoor Sports Center, celebrating its 30th season. 66,000 square feet of fields and courts. Rain or shine, multiple soccer and lacrosse leagues. Artificial turf fields and courts to rent. Party rooms and snack bar available. Summer camp for the kids. Safe indoor environment for athletes of all ages. Carroll Indoor Sports Center. Your sport, anytime.